Today's video is going to be a wig review, a wig comparison, and a discussion of a mistake that I think a lot of us make when it comes to the wig journey, especially in the beginning, and it can cause us to make some ill-informed purchases. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here on behalf of Chiquel to bring you this review of a wig that I have been waiting for a few months to finally be available so I could see her. And that wig is Jill from Belle Tress. I have her on my head in the color Butter Pecan R. I've never seen this color before either. And I'm going to tell you why I have been waiting for this wig, because there is another wig that I love so very much. And I made the mistake of looking at the picture and thinking Sydney was like this one. So that is the mistake we're going to talk about in a moment. But first, let's learn a little bit about Chiquel. They are an online retailer that carries all of the major name brands, but they also have some in-person wig shops in the US, in Canada. You can buy from them anywhere in the world. They have a UK store, a Canadian store, a US store. I just love them, and I think it's a great resource for wig wearers because they have thousands of wigs. Plus, they do a live every single week, at least one live, where Amanda shows tons and tons of wigs, hugely discounted. I've seen discounts up to 60% off during the lives. She does giveaways. They have an open box clearance section, a great place to save some money as well. I will put a link in the description box and a coupon code that will save you money. All right, let's kick this off by looking at Jill all the way around. She is fresh out of the box. I have combed through her, finger styled her, and that is all. Oh my gosh, I seriously love Belle Tress. The styles that they're coming out with are so fun and different from a lot of the other styles that are out there, and I'm just really loving what they're doing over at Belle Tress. Jill is a gorgeous layered style with a soft wave and a bang, and I know some of you guys are so excited because I cannot tell you how often I hear, can I cut a bang in that? Or do you have any recommendations for such and such style with a bang? And this one has a bang. It's just a slight bit too long for me. And I do get poked in the eye every now and then by these bangs, but just slightly. And if you are a bang sweeper, she does sweep away a little bit. And if your forehead measurements are bigger than mine, then this actually may be the perfect length. I have a 2.5-inch measurement from my hairline to where I would want a bang to lay. I have all of my measurements in the description box so you can compare them to yours, which can give you a little bit of an idea of where a wig might fall on you as far as length. And that's going to be really important to our discussion about my mistake thinking that Sydney and Jill were pretty similar. Not really. And I'll tell you why in a moment. But I do think this one is just really super cute. And if the bangs are too long for you, all you need is a thinning razor. And I will link the one that I use down below. And you just trim up just a little bit of extra length. I have a video showing you exactly how to do that. Anybody can do it. Truly anybody. And it would be so easy to trim up bangs like this so that they work for you. It'd take you 5 minutes. You don't even have to have a steady hand to do it. Jill is from the Belle Tress Luxe SE collection, which is a really high-end, mostly hand-tied cap collection. She's made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers. All Belle Tress wigs are made with heat-friendly synthetic. She is very flat to the head. I cannot stress enough how flat to the head this one is. One of the things that I've generally noticed about the Luxe SE collection is that it is a bit of a higher density collection compared to like their Icons collection, for example, which is also a higher end collection with a mostly hand-tied cap. I don't know that Jill is actually a higher density. I think this one is very low density. And so I think this one strays slightly from that how most of the Luxe SE that I've seen. And so I think this one is a great one for a beginner, a great one if you are overwhelmed by wigs, they always seem like they have too much hair, too much poof, too much volume. This one does not have that at all. And this curl pattern is so subtle. It really doesn't add much in the way of volume, and it does start about midway down. Sometimes even low density curly wigs can feel really full because of the curl. This one just doesn't. As a matter of fact, if I had any complaint at all about this wig, it's how flat she is. I like a little bit of volume. I like a little bit of height, volume, roundness on my wigs, and Jill doesn't have that at all. I feel as though I would need, well, I do have a solution, which I'll show you guys, and I actually think this is how I'm gonna wear this wig, so stay tuned for that in a little bit. But I would add some sort of height to this one, either through styling, which I will show you, or taking heat to it to add a little lift, just for my own personal preference. But if you like your wig super, super flat, Jill could be a great one for you. Inside the cap, I'll show you what makes the Luxe SE collection so very special. It's this cap construction. We've got a full mono top. You have a ton of parting space here, so you can part her anywhere that you want. Look at how deep this lace is. You just have so much realistic scalp appearance on this one. We have got super, super thin ear tabs with silicone on them. Sometimes companies will add silicone to an ear tab, and if they're using like the velvety material, those ear tabs are really thick and substantial. These do not have that. It's lace covered by silicone. There is a bendable stay in there so you can get that extra security, but it's so thin. You guys, if you struggle at all with ear tabs, these are so wonderful. They're great with glasses. I know some of you wear glasses and a hearing aid. These are so great for that. If you like to tuck your hair and you find that ear tab often to be a little bulky, they're not on the Luxe SE collection cap. We've got all of this is hand tied and a little bit of closed wefting toward the bottom. And then we have an extended nape and Velcro adjusters. These caps are so lightweight. They feel like virtually nothing on your head. I love, love, love these caps. I'm actually gonna cinch this in. I do find that they run a little tiny bit big. I would say they run pretty true to average. They're a little bit big on me. I get a little bit of extra cap. I do have to cinch them in a lot to fit my 21.5 circumference. But in general, I would say these are more true to average. They're not average large or anything like that. They're Luxe collection, so no SE, just Luxe. Those run really, really big. So if you're looking for a wig to fit larger head measurements, I would absolutely take a look at the Luxe collection, not the Luxe SE. I just want to show you how easy she is to put on, fluff her up, comb her out, finger style her. She is really, truly a great everyday throw and go casual wig that is going to fit a lot of different scenarios, different situations you might wear your wigs in. And as I mentioned earlier, there is one thing I think I would do with this one to help me with the flatness on the top, and I think this cut is perfect for it, and that is a half up, half down. I played with her a little bit prior to doing this just to get to know her, and I didn't actually put her in the half up, half down, but I did it like I'm going to show you guys just with my hands, and I thought, oh yeah, this is such a cute cut for a half up, half down. And so you could take a ponytail holder, a clip, a barrette, whatever you would like, and you can just wear her up. And then you've got a little bit of length here. She's not too long. She is so great for summertime, for even in the winter if you wear high-necked clothing, because one of the things that's really hard on heat-friendly synthetic fibers is friction. So the more you can keep friction off those fibers, the better. And a style like this, it's a great length and you can wear her up. And because she's mostly hand tied all throughout here, you don't have to worry about seeing any wefting. Sometimes putting a wig in a half up, half down with wefting can be tricky because you have to place it just right so you can't see that wefting. But on a wig like this that doesn't have wefting, you don't have to be as precise, and you really don't have to worry as much about seeing down to cap. It just makes styling so much easier. She's so cute, you guys. She's so fun. Let me kind of give you the I teased a little bit the mistake that a lot of us make, that I made. I'm not sad about it because I really do like Jill. But I thought she'd be a lot closer to Sydney in length, and she's much shorter. All I really had to do was compare the length measurements, which are available at the Chiquel website. I just went based on what the picture showed, the wig on the model, and they're really not the same. But what I did really like was they both have bangs. That Sydney's wave was more of a soft wave, whereas, not Sydney, Jill's wave was more of a soft wave, whereas Sydney is more choppy. And the layers are much more pronounced because she's quite a bit longer. And so what I was thinking was that if somebody loved the look of Sydney, but they didn't want the choppiness, you wanted more of a softer wave, then I thought Jill could be a great one for that. Well, it turns out they're not enough alike, I don't think, for you to get that benefit. But if you like what you see on Jill, but you wish you were a little bit longer, and you could do more choppy waves and layers, this one is what I call my rocker chick hair. And I will tell you guys, I have rarely gotten more compliments from people, just people I know and people I don't know, than when I have worn Sydney hair. I get compliments all the time when I wear this one. Obviously, she's a lot choppier, but can you see where I maybe made that mistake? We've got the bangs, we've got some layers. She's just much longer here. I think if you cut off a few inches of her length, now you would have something a little bit closer to Jill, but a little bit more wild, you know? So my 2 cents are, if you love the length of Jill, but you don't love the soft wave, you want more of that rocker chick vibe, that choppy wave, you could just shorten the length of Sydney hair, and then you could even get both. One of the struggles with wigs is a lot of women don't want anybody to know that they're wearing a wig. So you're always on the lookout for like sister styles that you can alternate, and then nobody will know that you have a wig on. And so something like this would be, you wear Jill the days you want a little bit of a softer, more polished wave, and then you wear Sydney trimmed for length when you want something a little more wild. So I'm always trying to think about the sister styles, the different ways that you can go about this journey. And whenever I think of something, I want to bring it to you guys. The other thing I will mention is that Jill is part of the City collection, not the Luxe SE. So this is not a hand-tied cap. This has wefting. It has a mono part, not a mono top. And this is about $200 cheaper than Jill. So if you're looking for a wig that is sort of similar with the layers and the bangs, but you want something a little more affordable, you could take a look at Sydney. All right, let's talk about this color, Butter Pecan R. This is a stunning color in the red family. So if you're a redhead, you like auburns, you like lighter reds, you don't mind blonde highlights, this is rooted, but the root is, it's a more of a reddish root, and it's soft. It's very, very soft. So the codes, the color codes that we have in here are 9/27/613 with a 6 root. So the root is a medium dark brown, but it is soft and it's warm. They've used a reddish toned brown so that it blends beautifully with this reddish color. It is very, very well done. And so what we've got here is, so the 613 is the blonde. So we've got like some 613 highlights in here. And we've got mainly, so the 9 is a base of a brunette, and the 27 is like an Irish red. In some uses of 27, I've seen it referred to as an Irish red. I actually have a color index where I break down all the color codes for you. I have a blog post at my blog that talks about color because color is really hard. And in that blog post, I have a Word document that breaks down all the color codes. So if you know the code, then you can get a sense of what colors are being used to make up the color. It only tells part of the story because you don't know how much of each color and the blend and all of that, but it can help. In the case of this one, if you are a redhead, but you're a lighter red, you border on strawberry blonde, leaning more on the red though. You're a light auburn kind of girl. This is your color. It is absolutely a red. I don't think anybody would mistake this for a brunette. I think it really leans on the red. It's not a fire engine red. It's not a bright in your face red, but it absolutely leans on the red. When I got it out of the box, I was like, oh, shoot. Because I don't wear colors like this a lot. And I thought, well, if I end up liking Jill, maybe I should get her in another color because, you know, this isn't one of the colors that I gravitate toward. I love this color. I actually may keep this one in this color because I don't have any other wigs in this color. And it's always fun to have something a little different from what you usually do. And it's very, very pretty. The other thing I will mention, and I haven't talked about this in a long time, I have a video where I show how you can add lowlights and rooting to synthetic wigs with markers. I personally like furniture touch-up markers because you get a bunch of brown shades usually in the pack, but you can use any type of an alcohol-based marker, a Copic marker, and I've done that in the past. This color reminds me a little bit of hot hazelnut mix from Ellen Villa. I had Girl Mono in that. Girl Mono was my favorite wig forever. And when I first got it, I couldn't wear it because it was really like this. It wasn't rooted. It had no brunette and I wasn't there yet. So I rooted it and I added lowlights with furniture markers and it became one of my all-time favorites. So just a tip, if you get a color that you really like, but you just need a little bit of rooting or a little bit of lowlights, if it's synthetic or heat-friendly synthetic, you can root it yourself and it's really easy to do. I'll make sure a video is linked below so you can check it out. They did it again. They're just doing so many really great things over at Belle Tress. I'm loving the wigs that they're coming out with and I can't wait to see other styles and hopefully get to see some other colors that I've never seen before. We'll get outside and take a look at this outside. Don't forget about Chiquel. You can find links to helpful videos, this wig, a coupon code, all in the description box below. So go check it out. I'll see you guys soon. All right, here we are outside with this beautiful color. I'm very, very happy with this. Stepping into the sun. This is where she's gonna look super red. Direct sunlight, late afternoon sunlight on a red. It does not look this red in person. But it can be helpful for you to see how color changes depending on the lighting. I'm gonna trip here, but get back into the shade. Isn't she pretty? Oh, I'm really happy with this one. Thanks for watching. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.